detector is strung up there. Dead or dying slow. What in the void's going on here?
Oh, these damned bodies. Why can't we just bury the lot of them? Oh! Be forewarned. We are in a heightened state of alarm due to unprecedented events. Unless you have official business here, I suggest you move on. Move on and leave me to hang all of these bodies. Which I must shamefully confess may be beyond my capabilities. Even without your distraction. Why would I do that? And be mindful, if you haven't your transfer orders, I don't have time to waste going idly back and forth with you. Remember, the Sovereign sees all. May his grace be upon you.
You are approaching a restricted estate.
Say...
Give the order and I'll take care of it, Commander.
Disorder leads to dishonor.
Glad to have you back.
Facilities, such as the Vox Relay Communications Platform. Far more energy than the Vox requires. Much is held in reserve. How foolish of the corporate estate.
My erstwhile assistant returns. To what do I owe the pleasure? I might recommend the local quartermaster. It's their job to track and distribute this facility's supplies, after all. Until a more convenient date and time.
Greetings, potential customer. State your business. Initiating commerce. Warning, this unit detects heightened levels of ambient zeranium. State your business. Initiating commerce.
Oh, unfamiliar clientele. I was just lamenting the lack of new faces around here since supplies stopped arriving. And then you walk in. Name's Hazel. I'm sort of the acting quartermaster around these parts. You need any supplies? Talk to my friend the quartermech here. You'd think that a fully stocked auto-mechanical repair center would have automech parts, and 9 times out of 10 you'd be spot on. Trouble is, a bunch of supplies went missing recently, right around the time the quartermech completed a routine inventory. You're not implying the quartermech is somehow responsible, are you? I'd hate for the big guy to get in trouble. Well, at least you're honest. Delphinia's lab would be the place to search. We use it for storage, and our records indicate the supplies were present and accounted for.
Standard Earth Directorate protocol calls for a thorough grid search of the premises, Commander. Those parts are bound to turn up somewhere.
I assume you two have met already? Delphinia? No. I doubt she stole what I would have given her freely. Best of luck in your search. Let me know if I can be of assistance.
You want freedom of choice. You want Auntie's choice.
Mental refreshment, and we have one thing to say. Is that it? No physical refreshment? Like the kind you feel from a sip of purpleberry fizzy tea, or from shopping our vast selections of remedies such as base and acid.
With these boots, I can
Things like deep-fried sister bits and mock apple shakes, or
Jackson! 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 Twitch your broken leg! Oh, wow. I can't believe he jumped that way.
Sir, I know this isn't the time, but are they gonna put us to the gallows for this?
What? No. That ain't how we operate in Auntie's Choice, Liza. We might be looking at a pretty fierce demotion for losing half our workforce and getting stuck up here, though.
Demotion to fertilizer?
No. Now cease your jawing. This ain't the time. Hey, you! You down there! Would you mind checking on our fellow? Might he have survived the fall? He thought those boots would make him fly, but they really just allowed the user to jump repeatedly. Unless their downward velocity is too great. If so, well, you see what happens. Dying, actually. Dying in a fairly slow, agonizing manner. We've been stuck atop this machine since Ida, one of our new Protectorate acquisitions, had her gray matter scrambled by the height, jumped down, and landed right in its gears. I admit it looks bad, but please don't tell me you're filing a complaint. I didn't ask for these Protectorate sods. They were assigned to me.
That's unnecessarily hurtful. But I understand why you're lashing out.
No. I mean, yes. Well, maybe. Probably. I'm fairly sure Jackson thought the boots would work. A mistake likely inspired by misbegotten faith in his old way of life. But Ida... I can't fathom no sensible motive. She joined us shortly after Auntie liberated her with the freedom of meritocracy. She seemed happy enough.
Were you not listening? She said she'd always be a loyal subject. It was part of the endless inculcation we endured in the Protectorate. it can prove insurmountable for some.
The notion that she'd sacrifice herself, even after seeing the vast possibilities in staying alive and climbing the corporate ladder, it's just impossible to cognize. There ain't no way off this platform besides jumping, and you've seen how that ends. But you being down there makes you uniquely qualified to help us. The reason Jackson tried using those plasma thruster boots was to gather a piece of machinery we'd spotted on a little table halfway up the spire.
It's a drive overloader. If we install it, we can push the platform's arm hard enough to... well, to grind old Ida out of the gears.
Though the power of that overloader will deluge the system and, well, overload the drive and burn it out all permanent-like. But desperate times and all that.
So if you were to use them boots to bound up the spire and deliver the overloader to us, we'd avoid the tragic fate of our 2 former cohorts.
Exactly! Because he had no idea how science works and thought the word thrusters meant he could fly. So, when I told him to jump, he opted for open air instead of where I told him to go. They're experimental. We'd not laid eyes on them before. But the data we found with them says they were actually designed to let people hop their way up the spire. If you activate the plasma thrusters when you're already airbound, they could give you a fair bit of extra boost. It should let you turn a quick hop into a surprisingly grand vault. What? But that doesn't make any... Look, are you gonna help us or not? Well, that's calamitous. I suppose we'll be here starving to death if you change your mind.
Steph, the real reason wireless-free Arcadia exists. Advertising.
Auntie's Choice Chum Bar is a delicious new food-adjacent snack from the maker of meaty roll-ups and Spectrum leavings.
The Chum Bar is made from the finest coagulated slurry of both animal and vegetable byproducts.
Including but not limited to forced entrails, spread organs, salt tuna skin, nanopeels, and tobacco and husks for the perfect combination of crunchy and chewy.
Try it today.
And buy an extra bar to share with a chum.
Fine. Let us proceed.
This is one of my favorites, though admittedly I'm far from discerning.
The following is a special selection from Auntie the Musical, the all-singing dramatization of Auntie's inspirational
That's it?
origin.
It was that easy?
I stumbled into the right wrong lift on the ACS Undisputed Climb.
That was some impressive climbing. Poor Jackson could have learned a thing or two from you. Starting with the right direction to jump, I suppose.
Lucrative bureaucracy. Highest rung on our brave new meritocracy. I saw my opportunity and I took it. I said, Auntie, a moment of your time. Have you any tips for a bottom?
We've been stuck up here for quite some time. Since poor Ida, well, she was one of the Protectorate defectors underneath me who opted for a rewarding life of self-determinism. Or at least I thought she was. As we reached the full height of this picker, she opted to throw herself into the gears and strand us up here. We just need you to take that drive overloader you found and insert it into the control panel. That'll give us the power to, power through the obstruction in the lift.
Listen, child, and take it straight from me. This term, self-betterment, makes you 110% everything you'd ever hope to be.
She said, be the you that you would be if you were any better. Get some get up and go. You get up and go get her. Choose betterment or impediments. Improve yourself, enhance the whole. Get that raise, advance your role and ignore all toll. Monopolize for price control, that's our highest goal.
Wonderful. Get us down, and I'll happily compensate you in accordance with standard Auntie's Choice urgently improvised extortive standards.
We've certainly found our way into a most harrowing circumstance, At least I'm glad I'm not alone.
She said, persuade them that a better me.
He hadn't been here terribly long, so we weren't particularly familiar. Like me, he was also former Protectorate, but he was not raised in Fairfield, so we'd never met before. Still, he seemed like a friendly, kind sort, albeit a headstrong one. I'm sorry he's gone. Please do hurry. I've lost count of how many meals we've missed, but it is closer to many than a few, and we're starving.
Make them buy our corporate ways. Convince them and increase your sway. Make them do what we say. I saw time for one more lesson, so I shot her one last question. I said, but I worry about reprisals when dealing with my rival. Suppose I can't outdo or outthink the factor.
If all else fails, kill the bastards. They're playing checkers. You're playing chess. They think you'll retreat, but that's when you press. The game is cutthroat, so be a cutthroat.
She said, do what you can and do what you must. For ahead, but never get caught. Do what you must and do what you can. If those are the rules, and never get caught. Never get caught. Never get caught. Never get arrived. Our time.
Oh, thank the law. I never thought of myself as a vertiginous sort, but being trapped 100 meters in the air will make you reconsider.
I mirror that sentiment, to be certain. In fact, Auntie will have to pay me triple if heights are to be involved. And isn't it grand to be in a system that allows me that freedom?
Inspiring sponsored content that will boost you to the top rung, plus all the news that's fit for listening. This is Wireless Free Arcadia.
So, the platform still works? That's amazing! Not that we'll be going up in it again. For that, you deserve a little extra on top of your urgently improvised extortive rate. Thank you again for all your help.
Jewel of the Protectorate's military portfolio, northeast of the landing pad near Broken Spire. Although only a skeleton crew remains, the facility's automechanical defenses remain operational and quite lethal. Approach at your own risk, and only if your supervisor can readily replace you upon your likely demise. Well, you heard it here. Best of luck to anyone hull-headed enough to poke around that place. Now, on to other things. This one goes out to all those aspiring to climb the rungs of their department. May you ascend swiftly, through talent or guile.
That's tobacco. You love a candy. That's tobacco. It holds it, cups and bottles you. Don't worry, you can chew it too. Candy. That's tobacco. Be a rule. Smoke out tobacco. It's what your friends don't love to do. Behind your back, they make fun
Stretch. Hit the front side of a freighter. Hey, stretch for you. That's tobacco. Your favorite candy. That's tobacco. You want your candy. It's tobacco. Delicious candy. It's tobacco. Get your candy. That's tobacco. You want your candy. That's tobacco. Candy. Tobacco.
That goes out to the dedicated employees of the Aggressive Acquisitions Department. Law boss speed to all you brave soldiers fighting on behalf of individual freedom and personal responsibility. Next up, something reasonably peppy. Please consult your employee handbook to determine if dancing is presently allowed.
Crispy and sweet, perfect for breakfast or an afternoon treat. Straight from the box or eaten with lunch. There's always time for purple. It's duty and honor that guide every man. The needs of our state and brethren. For the good of the people, the good of our system, the grace of our triumphs, the cause and demand. For the good of the people, we'll fight to redeem the glory of the
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Opportunity and runaway gumption, you'll hear Wireless Free Arcadia, featuring product advertisements specifically tailored to free-thinking individuals.
Confronting threat.
When we here at Wireless Free Arcadia make on-air misstatements, we own up to it sometimes. Like right now, in this batch of elections. Last Sunday's weekend CNN report for the previous Saturday, we inadvertently misquoted a junior VP of conveyor sprocket lubrication and maintenance. Claiming that drive started correction. The decline was only 1% Might Tangy 110% real Sprat flavor. Correction, Sprats Up actually contain real Sprat flavor. Still might tangy, so that's 110% correct. Okay, enough corrections. So we made a few mistakes. No need to repeat them for law's sake. Now, on to other things. Now, here's a song to take your mind off your worries. Unless you're being hunted by a pack of raptidons or some such.
There was an old boy with a happiness whose loves for to town and market. I was the boy with arms open wide, and no, you got do we sign the dotted line? The boy signed up, he didn't hesitate. Anything to rid him of his papa's fate. The marketeer said, okay, we'll start right away. The first trick of the trade, let no one get in your way. No rules, no oversight, nothing to abide. The only thing that matters is the bottom line. You buy low, you sell high, you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise your prices, profit soar. The joy of laissez faire. Oh, you know it well. Make an auntie proud. Well, wouldn't that be swell? Low and low. Instant he was high, and the word he better say it was a trial by fire. It was natural, and he quickly learned to make it red hot here without getting burned. He was unscrupulous, and he sweetly knows when you do your business, make a service, then you go. I know you still have to profit more. You got to talk, you make your profit soar. Enjoy make it fair. Oh, you know it well. Make an antique proud. Well, wouldn't that be swell? Come on, kids, let's go! Let's change it up. Now here's a winsome man with a charming smile. Salad diet, toothpaste with impeccable style. The perfect poster boy. Oh, can't you see? Yes, he's a tribute to Auntie's family. I never worked for him, then it can work for you. You could be the next Auntie's favorite nephew. You buy low, you sell high, you profit more. You cut the cost, you raise your price, your profits soar. The joy of making fair. Oh, you know it well. Make Auntie proud. Well, wouldn't that be swell? Come on, kids, let's go one more time. Well, wouldn't that be swell? We're making Auntie proud. Well, wouldn't that be swell? We're making Auntie proud. Well, wouldn't that be swell? Yeah!
On this episode of Big Game Hunter, we go bug hunting on the Elysium moon of Dorado.
Pierce Huntley, VP of Xenobiological Exploitation. For the past fiscal year, I've been on a profit safari across the Arcadia system, helping everyone from lower management to members of the board tap into each planet's zoological equity. Every episode, I focus on a different species to tell you the risks. Watch out for its tusks! The rewards. Don't see a Raptidon venom sac like that every day. And what each animal brings to the table. Anti-Hero says the universe is full of things that don't kill you. What doesn't kill you boosts your net worth. This is Big glitters here is fool's gold. Prospecting for a different kind of pater. A creature with 8 legs and 2 venomous injectors. The Barachnid. Not my kind of quarry. Gives me the wimwams. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't contractually obligated. Well, let's cut to the hunt. Here in Golden Ridge, we'll find a Barachnid breed encrusted with crystals, which only improves their unsettling appearance in that it helps them blend in. Plenty of nastier variations out there. This whole system needs an exterminator. These jumbo bugs are deadly from any distance. Cover a quarter furlong in a single leap and tear you apart before you know they're near. Some breeds hurl sticky silk gloves. You know what? No need to track one of these spiders down. Listeners get the gist. Oh, security team spotted one nearby. Great. Guess we better have a look. Little buggers, get it up behind me! It's on me! It's a swarm! They're everywhere! Burn them! Burn them with plasma! Best way to deal with swarms is plasma grenades. Burn the whole colony in one fiery swoop. And don't underestimate traps. Arachnids don't have the gray to skitter around them. Stick with quick loaders. While you're swapping ammo, the spiders might already be on top.
Looks like some hands-on research going bad.
Let's just move on to the spoils, shall we? A Barachnid's only premium part is its sucker. Hideous, but handy in all sorts of crafting recipes. Certainly more valuable than the heart. That and 10 sprat hides will get you a can of water. Time to blast off this bug-infested rock. So with that, I raise a glass of Spectrum Red and bid you bottoms up to your bottom line.
Next up, something else. This is for anyone out there who just lost out on a big promotion. Keep your chin up. Next time.
chemical plant gloom. Brown sleds flooded the place. The bad manager chance to take. We didn't survive, but now we've got instant boardroom pay. Accidents happen. It's part of the job. Hats off to our work.
Ain't nothing there.
To lose parts on the job. Management regrets your loss, but hey, that's a win. Sometimes getting ahead means giving up a lid. One reason fiscal year to kick workers into gear. And he asked for new stint that keeps my crystal clear. Test subjects worked all day, but they shit out all their brave. Presenting lift-off laxative, hooray. Bombs away! Accidents happen, it's part of the job. Hats off to our workers who lose hearts on the
flock to spend your hard-earned bits on these quality Auntie's goods or services.
Auntie's Choice Chum Bar is a delicious new food-adjacent snack from the maker of meal rolls and spectrum leavings.
The Chum Bar is made from the finest coagulated slurry of both animal and vegetable byproducts.
Including but not limited to boar's laboratories, split organs, salt tuna scallop, mannered meals, and tobacco and husks for the perfect combination of crunchy and chewy.
Try it today.
And buy an extra bar to share with a chum.
Yes, well, enough of that, I suppose.
I don't know about you, but I could use something a little more upbeat right about now. Like this.
Need a smoke that distinguishes you from the average oak? Well, look no further. Wow, that's far! It's the only cigar that says I'm in charge. It's an Wentworth Belvedere Stout. When they come and shout. They know that I'm a VIP. It's a Wentworth Stout. Says it's right that I make one on its side. In any crowd, I'm sure Belvedere Stout.
When are you going to have a sale?
It's a sale at Auntie's Choice.
Yes, you heard that right. Every day is a sale when you're shopping for the best products at the lowest prices. Auntie knows you want to spend your bits on the best things that money can buy. So she made sure every Auntie's Choice product is on sale for the lowest price that she can afford. This one always makes me pretend I have the sun in my eyes.
By the Herschel sisters.
Horse rockets. Horse rockets. Put a in your pocket and launch your lunch today. When you miss the comfort shower, put your money in something that soothes your brain. It's getting
Look at a few corks low, Commander.
stay with Force Rockets. When your ship's adrift and lost, and the crew starts drawing lots, what won't you make when you've got Force Rockets? Force Rockets. Force Rockets. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today. Put a rocket in your pocket and launch your lunch today.
That was a song the Sovereign doesn't want you to hear. Oh, say, I hope no members of the Protectorate are listening. Wouldn't want anyone dreaming of a life of self-fulfillment and self-determination.
I don't need refreshment. I'm so refreshed. Yep, that's me. Refreshed like a really refreshed guy.
This one goes out to all those
Hello.
aspiring to climb the rungs.
How are you, El? How are you doing tonight? I'm spectacular according to Regulation 1, 2, potato.
And earning for you. My heart and revenue. Every last bit of my way.
What I need is potatoes.
Is intended for you.
I'm just, that sounds correct.
The cost may be high. One day, I know you'll be mine. Someday, perhaps I will too. For now, I'll take one that's brand new. 'Cause I'm may be high. One day, I know you'll be mine. Till then, I will be true. I've been
entertainment, and the latest from the front lines. Sponsored by Auntie's Choice, improving lives through unfettered free trade and unbridled self-betterment.
Valued underlings, your Auntie Cleo needs to spark some combustion under a few listless posteriors. Listen in dreadful anticipation to my latest demotions report, starting with Asta Fiskwich, senior copywriter in invasive marketing, whose sloganeering was a bit too Tau-Ceti for the vibrant Arcadian market. You've gone stale, Asta. We can't exactly skip drive you back home, so you're demoted to Assistant VP of Vending Stock. Let's see if you can keep the Sprat crisps fresher than your advertising copy. Next, Russell Crocker in Morale Management. Dress codes for everyone's benefit, Russ. No shoes, no smock, no whole-side office with an Elysium view. Wear something nice and solvent-proof for your new role as Executive Drainage Manager in Recreant Reclamations and Artificial Additives. Remember, dress for the job you have, Russ. And just to show there's no position too microscopic for Auntie's management, I'd like to highlight Assistant Waste Disposal Officer Potter Flanderbilt for a job not well done. The only airlocks fit for trash disposal are those far from my office. Nothing ruins a view like a constellation of Sisty-Bits bags. Now you're the assistant to the assistant. And that's enough negative reinforcement for now. Until next time, everybody do your jobs like your CEO is watching over your shoulder. Because I probably am. Bye now.
Now, on to other things. Now for something a little different, tonally, if not thematically. junction
I don't
of
suppose you know anything about Crabble medicine, do you?
featuring product advertisements specifically tailored to free-thinking individuals.
So, it seems as though the issue ultimately boils down to 2 words. Purpleberry Crunch.
Misstatements, we own up to it sometimes. Like right now, in this batch of corrections.
Yeah. I brought a box from that fancy new shop in town, and Lucy... Oh, this is Lucy, by the way. Little Lucy became fully frantic when she smelled it, so I figured it couldn't hurt. The box says they're packed with healthy preservatives, so it's gotta be good for you, right? But I guess I was wrong. Now she won't get up. And these Crabbles, they mean the world to us. We raised them from hatchlings, and I'll be broken if Lucy dies because of me.
Sprats Up actually contains real Sprat flavorings. Still a mite tangy, though. That part's 110% correct. Okay, enough corrections. So we made a few mistakes. No need to keep harping on them for law's sake. Now, on to other things. This is one of my
I promise. I swear it on every precious egg we've got growing in our incubator. Any help you can offer is more than I've been able to do for her so far. And I'd be grateful for the try.
Or an afternoon treat, straight from the box, or eaten with lunch. There's always time for Purple Berry Crunch. Purple Berry Crunch, spelled with a K, because it is far more authentic that way. Purple Berry Crunch is for you and for me, and as always it is parasite free.
She looks fine. I can hardly believe my lamps. Looks like she's feeling much better. And I think she's taken a liking to you. Good luck shaking her off you now. Once they're smitten, they try and stick to you like a canid. Now, I don't have too many bits to pay you with, but this'll unlock that old safe in the house. It wasn't mine to begin with, so you're welcome to anything in it.
Episode of Big Game Hunter. We go bug hunting on the Elysium moon of Dorado.
I'm Pierce Huntley, VP of Xenobiological Exploitation. For the past fiscal year, I've been on a profit safari across the Arcadia system, helping everyone from lower management to members of the board tap into each planet's zoological equity. Every episode.
Thanks again for saving baby Lucy. Be sure to give her lots of love. I don't really know what to do with this.
The rewards. Don't see a Raptidon venom sac like that every day. And what each animal brings to the table. Auntie Cleo's says the universe
Thanks
is
again for saving baby Lucy.
what
Be sure to
doesn't
give her
kill
lots
you
of love.
boosts your net worth. This is Big Gain Hunter. Brought to you by Auntie's Choice Liftoff Laxative and every washroom mission with a successful splashdown. I'm on Dorado, soaking up solar particles in Golden Ridge. Sounds like a million. You know when you needed a
Got a distraction for you. I'm the one you need to worry about.
8 legs and 2 venomous injectors. Down. Listeners get the gist. Oh, security team spotted one nearby. Great.
Seek treatment for quality trauma soon.
They're everywhere! Burn them! Burn them with plasma! The best way to deal with swarms is plasma grenades. Burn the whole colony in one fiery swoop. And don't underestimate traps. Arachnids don't have the gray to skitter around them. Stick with quick loaders. While you're swapping ammo, the spiders might already be on top of you. Nastiest case scenario. Well, let's just move on to the spoils, shall we? A Arachnid's only premium part is its...
You shouldn't get in the way of 3 nourishful meals a day. Seek instant sustenance with Prestige Borsloaf. Only the purest natural ingredients. Congealed into an appealing loaf shape. So it's ready to eat, with or without heat. Prestige Borsloaf. It's contentment in a can.
Well, that was thoroughly enriching. Let's continue. The song was composed, performed, and recorded under the explicit direction of the Sovereign, and as such, reflects his excessively high standards.
Our system is supplied, best ever to be had. Its perfection perfected. Our paradise I to do your job with virtue. Every part is a call, and every subject ensured a glorious bounty for all. To inform of the with mental tune-ups may You're the center of us. You're what fuels our mighty flame. We share successes and failures, even when you're to blame.
It is here that we thrive. It's out there they all fail. We must trust our community. It's only then that we prevail as one perfect union. A simple people so whole. To be right and ungrateful. That is our ultimate goal. We all trust in each other. By rules we abide. Working as commanded to. Side by side.
Social guidance and improved messaging, punctuated by acceptable music.
Remember,
Side by side.
now let's admire these commendable comestibles.
Got a spark plug in your bonnet? Don't think. Drink. Tribute Liqueur blankets the mind with soothing numbness you'll feel from load to load. And it only marginally impairs motor skills. Delegate operation of heavy machinery to Automex after
Big,
Well, that was thoroughly enriching.
dark cabin ahead. Seems likely we'll find Crabbles hereabouts.
A protectorate prescribed favorite. It's incredible the things that we have done. On the paradise, it's not for everyone. Our progress is unmatched. Oh, how we prevail, us above all else who fail. Success is really the only option. I cherish these thoughts of how we truly are the best. Enthusiastically or neutral, unfriendly.
How fast do these things breathe?
Engaging combat protocols.
Got a distraction for you.
Perfect minds, focused and dutiful, perfect plans for perfect people, perfect cooks and perfect cooks, perfectly perfect perfection. Perfect minds, focused and dutiful, perfect plans for perfect people, perfect cooks and perfect thoughts, perfectly perfect.
fuel inflection. This is
Minor spatial anomaly detected ahead.
Remember, collective cognitive compliance is a key part of our perfect society. When we comply together, we thrive together. Now on to other matters. As Eden offers a plenitude of natural resources, our station presents a profusion of pleasing melodies, like this one. Closest rivals, and multiple life-bettering discoveries occur each day. To wit, top Protectorate scientists are eagerly researching whether Zeranium gas, once presumed simply lethally dangerous, holds some measure of positive benefit. They theorize that regular exposure may, in point of fact, gird the body's humors against dangerous imbalance to a not zero degree. Expect specifics soon. Research is ongoing, which is why, today, we've increased the plume count of salubrious effluent in and around the Automech Repair Center. Surely this experiment will one day yield healthful results.
And now this.
Another beauteous melody granted by the grace of the Sovereign.
Just get the signal.
Technologies. Emergency protocols on ready.
Sanctioned Wireless presents I, Red Cloak, the reassuring adventures of a mysterious sentinel who roots out the lot of dangerous thought. I, Red Cloak. Her sentinel senses ever keen, the eyes of the sovereign, watching you, your neighbors, your household pets, ensuring all subjects live in perfection, lockstep with the paradigm.
Let's grab the one you need to worry about. Over here! Free hole in the head! The insides are leaking outside, Commander.
What happened? Why'd the thing stop?
Your machine tried to break me. I broke it instead.
That's impossible! It was supposed to kill your impulse control.
To whet a soul-gnawing appetite, you can only feed with useless goods, but never satisfy.
Stunning.
How did you do it, Red Cloak? This is galvanizer. It's temptation intensifiers.
You cannot tempt someone who already has everything.
A squared plus B squared equals mass times acceleration equals 4.
Right on time. Hey,
You're not supposed to.
Not a moment too soon, by the look of things, to recover Red Cloak, unspoiled by your meddling, per our monetary agreement with Auntie herself.
hey, your spy Downing here. I'm the one who lured Red Cloak to Auntie's clutches, and it's a real win-win. Big payday for Auntie's choice. Petty Red Cloak. See the effects of it.
Red Cloak's resistance to the royal... Key consumer...
Gladly. On behalf of the sovereign, zealous new neighbors in Auntie's choice, raise your arms against these order traitors.
You cannot turn on us. It defies all logic. Equation savers. A squared plus B squared equals mass times acceleration equals force equals 2 minus 2 minus 2 plus 2.
No. I will not let you drag me back to Eden, Red Cloak. Any of your new anti-pals makes a move, you get it right between the eyes.
And so Red Cloak finds herself staring down a gun barrel brandished by her traitorous former partner, who finds himself staring down the barrels of Red Cloak's new corporate allies. Will Red Cloak defuse the standoff between Auntie and the Order? Expect the expected in the finale episode of I, Red Cloak. It's obligatory listening wireless entertainment.
Consider me uplifted. Let's see what's next. Long ago, the Matriarch devised the Paradigm Plan to support a bounteous life for all Protectorate subjects. From the tender fillet in your latest meal, down to this exquisite next
Days, months, and even years. Nothing fills my heart with joy like tuning in my ear. Everything is meant to be aligned and working well. Nobody should fall behind, lest I'm the one to tell. As they believe to make an effort and detect on these people who would fall into affair. Glancing through the cracks and faces around in their brain. Counting those on people can be like a game. Celebrate the good one, turning those who stone. There's no simple thing to do. Be the merry one who makes the call. Celebrate the submissive who stick to their routine. No simple thing to do. Turning in your relatives, your friends, your peers, and more. Celebrate the turning in. It's what
Close proximity to a rift is likely to be lethal. Please monitor your distance.
person sleeping at the station. Reporting them will only help them through their dedication. see a person with pressing feet. Go and tell on them while they are peacefully asleep. Celebrate the good ones, turning those who stole. It should be a no simple thing to do. Be the merry one who makes the call. Celebrate the submissive, stick to their routine. It should be a no simple thing to do. Turning in your relatives, your friends, your peers, and more. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for. Celebrate the turning in. It's what we all strive for.
Another song in an expertly curated playlist picked out explicitly for you, the Sovereign's Chosen.
When the outside tries its best to disrupt us, and the sentinels will always heed the call. It's a blessing for us here, but a curse for those who near. Sending the sentinels for us all. When faithless subjects try to corrupt us, our guardians will always make them fall. The heroes of the hour, they're full of strength and power. Send in the sentinels for us all. Send them in, they will always win. Send in the sentinels for us all. La 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 la. When the outside tries its best to invade us, our champions will cleanse the streets. Our paradigm preserved when they fight and die and serve. Send in the sentinels for us all. Whether inside or out, there is never a doubt. Send in the sentinels for us all. Send in the sentinels for us all. La 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 la.
Gather around the receiver with your neighbors. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless, your trusted source for wholesome melodies and inspiring reports on community goings-on.
Don't forget, your unthinking compliance lets the paradigm run with flawless efficiency. Unthinking is essential. Unthink today. Unthink tomorrow.
unthink forever. Now you know all you need to know, so on we go. Now listen to this.
Protectorate-sanctioned wireless. Social guidance and approved messaging, punctuated by acceptable music.
Fellow subjects, wake the rug sprats and muster the neighbors for this multi-part sit-down with Emery Thoreau, a man of few words who looms large in our lives as our beloved Consul. Welcome, Consul. Tell me, what's it like being such a flawless Protectorate subject? Such a...
You flatter me, Coles. I am just a humble subject like you and your listeners. A cog in machinery of the system. And like all cogs, the system determines my role. Mine just happens to be servitude to the sovereign, a duty we all zealously share. I'm uniquely fortunate to stand in closer proximity. It is my life's great honor.
Apologies, but an automechanical search is never concluded.
Our sovereign's father as advisor also.
No, Prudence. Advisor is the wrong word. One man with subversive assumptions that I believe my decision-making is superior to the sovereign's. Then I consider him naive, grief-stricken, unfit to serve as the caretaker of the world. Patriarch's immaculate bloodline, protecting us all, providing abundance, freeing us from want and worry.
So right, Consul. Forgive me for misspeaking. I'm just a little awestruck.
Hello. You must be a new...
I would never report everyone's able to mental refreshment for
No. My mistake. You're obviously just passing through.
Of course. I do enjoy our folksy chats, but I must get back to it.
Now, on to other matters. The following song was composed, performed, and recorded under the explicit direction of the Sovereign, and as such, reflects his excessively high standards.
Here to do some fishing?
Unauthorized entry into an orbital training facility is likely to result in violent arbitration.
You hear that? Sounds like a dragoon tromping about. I don't fancy making its acquaintance. Ain't just the dragoon to worry about. Those turrets will also put the hurt on us if we get too close.
On discovering a panel agent. This unit recommends pushing all the buttons.
Can't get that Andy's Choice jingle out of my head. Hey, if I start humming it, you do what you gotta. Anyway, need something, Commander? Sure. Always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind?
Arbiter Nebs, the words are a song to my ears. This, no doubt, is the opportunity I have long awaited. These hapless recruits arrived just before the invasion. No sooner had they set down their bags than their instructors were called to the war front. I read the fear, the uncertainty in their faces. And I knew, as this outpost's primary practice target replacement technician, I alone could teach them. They see me as their leader, their arbiter. I will not fail. Should the invasion breach our defenses, I will stand proudly at the vanguard, shoot to kill, and lead them to victory.
Under protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered our recreated locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure, sabotage, and/or manipulative indoctrinatory falsity.
Outside.
Prosperity. Disdain our sense of community. Near.
Too much spacer.
Recall seeing any of these protectorate types that run a siege.
I see a huge opportunity for us in Fairfield. There's zero competition and plenty to drive people to drink.
One of my copious direct reports. Time for another performance review already. Apologies, I'm still applying the required elbow grease to scour these surfaces, just like a novice facility sanitizer should. Many thanks for the validation. I don't suppose you can spread the word of my competency. I desperately seek to avoid yet another demotion. This meritocratic society is still so foreign. The workplace skullduggery, the prioritizing of self over community, the excessively colorful nutrition. I fear I'm not cut out for this canid, eat canid lifestyle. Seems the only way to flourish is through general underhandedness and ruthless efficiency. Never picked up those skills in my 50 years as Fairfield's drone operator. Pity they didn't keep me on there. I was quite skilled at it. Well, you're right. I wanted change. Whole reason I left the Protectorate in the first place. No sense complaining about the means now.
Welcome to the Name Pending Saloon, purveyor of spirits and stimuli. What'll it be, stranger? That is an ensuing step on my 19-point business plan. Trying to find a name that would convince patrons to spend their hard-earned bits here. Like to hear a few contenders? At present, my top favorites are 1. The Drunken Haggler, 2. Accessories, 3. Absinthe-Minded, 4. The Fair Shake. Now tell me, which would make you spend your hard-earned bits here? Well, that's what we'll call it then. I'll tell future business partners we did extensive outside testing. I can now check off step 18 of my business plan. Why, sure. You'd be surprised how much loose talk and idle speculation occurs around here. What, between the Protectorate defectors, finally able to speak their minds, and all our off-duty Antes employees carping about work and the war? Any particular topic you have in mind? Oh, Minister Milverstreet's blessed with the gift of gab. Swear he could sell bypass shunts to a Raptidon. Ain't one of them falsely magniloquent types, though. Sincere fella. Shares command of Fairfield with Acquisitions Officer Carr. She's blunt and murderous. Two traits Auntie's Choice highly prizes in a commander of corporate forces. To say they have differing approaches to leadership is like saying, gee, suns are hot, whilst being incinerated in a solar eruption. Vox Station's run by a brigadier by the name of Montelli. Sounds like he's as much a danger to his own troops as ours. Real piece of work, even by Protectorate standards. Reportedly enamored of show trials and summary executions. You're asking me for the particulars of a high-level corporate acquisition. Like, an in-depth accounting of the various parties who vied for control and who won out in the end? They merged. Rebranded. Auntie Cleo seems in charge now. Dunno. Do my best to steer clear of corporate intrigue. Tell you one thing you can't avoid. The bridge. No other way around it, and at present, it's held by Protectorate forces. We have a small contingent of troops bivouacked nearby. Forward Operating Base, they call it. My pleasure. Got anything for me in return? Apologies, but tall tales and poorly formed fabrications failed to impress me much. Here I was hoping you'd have a good story for me in exchange, but oh well. Not everyone's a seasoned raconteur. Pick your poison, and I am mostly not being literal there.
Every time I think I'm having a...
having a bad day, I just tell myself, wait till tomorrow. It'll probably be worse. Swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all lined up. Easy mark, guaranteed moneymaker, favorable terms. Practically the recipe for success. Look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your fingers? Wait, what? Is that from Jackson? Oh, thank the law. Jackson and I are partners, see. He unearthed an unexploited Protectorate technology. Promised it'd revolutionize the daily life of Auntie's Choice citizens. This is just the thing to put me on the map. Fast-track promotion to lower middle management for sure. Why, that's terrible. But you said you have the schematics? I'll take those. What? Sovereign's finest potato corollary peeler? This was supposed to be a guaranteed bestseller. Who in their right mind would... Jackson, you idiot! Ah! It's a good thing he's dead, because if he wasn't, I'd kill him! There's no... God damn it! I'm never getting that promotion. Oh, don't worry, you'll get your bits. But first, I've got to salvage something from this. Tell me, did you come across any other advanced Protectorate technology while you were there? Anything more, well, easily marketable? If I only had something, anything else to provide management, my sad, sorry fate might have been somehow averted. Well, here's all I can spare in regards to your compensation. Try not to spend it all in one place. It's supposed to be categorically bad for commerce. In the unlikely event things somehow pan out and I get that big promotion, I'll see you're taken care of. Until then, take care. Got me awful perturbed. Ain't reality hard enough without some nerve-wracking phenomenon touching
it? Ain't so sure you want to work for this imbecile, friend. There's more menial jobs where that came from.
Do try to understand my perspective. You were so lethargic returning, I had you pre-marked as a casualty. Do you know how many forms I've had to fill out on your behalf?
Now hold on. I went into enemy territory crawling with dangerous creatures for you alone to get some dusty report. and you got the audacity to complain about paperwork? If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now.
You mean grant preferential treatment to a subpar contractor? And I suppose the bits for such a procedure shall simply manifest from the ether?
And if I die or leave, how do you reckon failure to retain an enhanced soldier would look to upper management, huh?
Please pay this disgruntled employee no mind. What would she do without Auntie's hand to guide her if she were unemployed? I should think death the preferable alternative.
That's it. I'd rather be a down and outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer. I quit!
What? I have done nothing to deserve such barbaric treatment. This is unheard of, and I might add, you'll not be welcome with an Auntie's choice once more. We'll not take a contract shirker back into our fold.
So you say, but Auntie's choice ain't seen a trooper like me before. You'll regret counting me out. Till then, I hope you choke on your mock apple martinis. And you, I got a proposition for you. Come find me when you're done with this clown.
She will most assuredly regret her decision, most assuredly. But I suppose that is no longer my concern. Troopers abandoning their contracts, blackguards like you running rampant. What is becoming of this island? I fear I may never know.
And I'll take care of him, Commander. Commander, watch your brother!
All done in there? Was hoping we could chat. Hope that little dust up back there didn't put you off. My contract had me caged, and I was glad to get a few licks in during the jailbreak. Got a proposition. Since I'm newly free-ranged, and you're free-ranged yourself, thinking we ought to team up. You're going places. I want to go too. If you help me fix my graft, you'll retain the services of a fully functioning enhanced soldier. Me. Don't matter what you set your mind to, together we'll be unstoppable. And in time, maybe I'll have earned myself the clout to be welcomed back into Auntie's choice. I can be on my own for a time, but I'd rather it not be permanent. Besides, where else can I turn from nothing to something? They ain't the Protectorate. If they couldn't see my worth, it was due to circumstance, because of my graft, or because I ain't trying hard enough. I get it. You're skeptical. If you got more questions, go on and ask them. You'll not find me hiding anything in the fine print. Had a feeling you knew a good offer when you seen it. Once I'm in top form, you'll be pleasantly surprised to see what I'm capable of. Just gotta find out how to get there first. Doc Tinsley worked with Grafs for some time before she came to Fairfield. Damn fine scientist. Reckon we should visit her lab at the edge of town to see if she's got ideas for us.
This much of a crowd's not likely to keep a low profile. Someone ought to head back to mine the ship.
Acknowledged.
After you.
Hello again. Was there something you... Oh, Inez! You look, well, like you could use an ice bath and a cup of newly formulated trip teas. Has something happened?
Something has, all right. I ended my contract effective immediately. Now I'm free to prove myself to everyone in Auntie's Choice. My way.
Well, that's wonderful news. Or is it? I admit I'm still trying to work through what contracts mean hereabouts. But you do appear to be pleased, so I shall be pleased for you. Oh, yes. The Protectorate did not have contracts in this sense. Despite the time I've had to acclimate to Auntie's Choice, I sometimes fail to grasp such concepts.
Never mind that. I really need your help, Doc, with my graft. Was hoping you had some ideas on how to fix it.
What timing? As it just so happens, I believe I do. Before I began my new illustrious career working with our tame, scarily friends here, I was a researcher in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Oh, I was on the verge of breakthrough when they shut us down. Oh, when I think of the lives I could have reached. But in my current role, I do try to help where I can.
Where my own first aid training can't reach, Doc's got me covered. The graft knocked me on my ass for weeks when I first got it. But she nursed me back to health.
Would if I could have done more.
Despite your insinuation, there are plenty of good folk around here, but perhaps not many with Doc's particular skill set.
I understand your reservation, but I do care deeply for all my patients. Inez has attested to it, and so can Copernicus here, when he is freshly fed. Where was I? Right. I have a lead, Inez. I've identified 2 viable beasts on this island that you may be compatible with, though it may not be easy to acquire the suitable specimens. The first candidate is the skeleton crabble. It has a rare form of albinism and was last spotted on the western coast by Protectorate scientists, who, unfortunately, went missing. I happened upon an old report of theirs along with a code used to operate their machinery. If their fate is what I suspect, the code may be of use to you.
I heard rumors of the creature myself. Our skeleton sounds a good bit larger than the average crabble. Meaner and smarter, too.
The second candidate is a Raptidon matriarch, the only one of her kind on the island as I understand it. She was last spotted in the crags near the Vox Relay.
Deep in Protectorate territory. This matriarch sure ain't making it easy for us. She'll be more aggressive and more cunning than her smaller kin.
This is hardly worth the effort of a response, dear, but I might remind you that Raptidons are not native to this land. Now listen close. When you breach the matriarch's lair, you must rouse her from hibernation. I found pheromones to be quite effective. Inez, I'm certain you know a formula that may suffice.
That I do.
Excellent. It'll be a rather unpleasant wake-up call for the matriarch, so she'll be upon you in moments. I suggest your armaments be at the ready. Then the grafting part is yours. Yes, though I would recommend a careful surgical removal of the specimens, please. Now, when you acquire one or both of these parts, return here straight away, and we can begin surgery. Law guide you both out there. Oh, I love questions. Ask away. Well, I was a subject once. Despite my talents, the plan dictated that I should be relegated to programming cleaning mechs. Bah. But then, Auntie's Choice came along and offered to transform our lives for the better. I chose to accept. And look where I am today. Over the last year, I have climbed the rungs of my division through the sheer merit of my work. I have finally earned the respect I was always due. Poor things. They either fought to the last or chose to flee. It's regrettable, but some folk just aren't ready to embrace change. All they knew was being told how to live. They couldn't imagine any other way. Ask any of the other Protectorate subjects who converted, and they'd echo my words. When one can allow their ambitions to show, that is true freedom. They did. I was in a dreadful state before the invasion. I fear I was close to disappearing myself. The Sovereign claims to provide for all of our needs. But without freedom and autonomy, I could not find happiness. In any case, I do hope I've satisfied your curiosity. The war effort and liberating the rest of the Protectorate waits for no one, you understand?
hate to be proven right. These folk have been dead a while. And that must be the machinery Doc mentioned. Over here, Commander. Huh. Seems this terminal reroutes power to speakers around the cave. They were using sound to lure the Crabbles out. Let's see here. Generator's back on. Power up that phonotron, would you? Should cause enough ruckus to make the skeleton come out and play.
And what am I supposed to do? Just stand around and look pretty?
Well, if the commander's keen to share, you can press the button too. Wouldn't want you feeling left out.
On your command. That's the one you need to worry about. You lot couldn't hit the wrong side of a freighter. Nothing there. No target.
Back in business.
Get me in. Help me out.
Looking a mite marginal, Commander. Nate, get me go-getting again. Looks like a fight.
Back in business.
Got a distraction for you. I'm at you.
Well, that phonotron was effective. Now we just need the specimen. Mind the pincers. They can be a little feisty even after death. bringing it over here so I can take a gander?
Supply pods? Sir, why would... By the matriarch. What are those? Open fire! Sound off! Who's still upright? Wait, there's more! Why are they just standing there? They spit acid! Take cover! Pan! Get back here! Traitor! Shit! Shit!
Raptidon tracks. Deep in the earth.
No offense to Val, but it's real nice having someone watching my back who ain't in constant need of recalibration. Anyway, need something, Commander? Sure. Always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind? Is it me, or has my ankle been squeaking? You can hear it too, right? Must be the damn rotator again. Anyway, need something, Commander? Sure. Always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind?
finally arrived. Indeed, that seems to be the case. I mistook you for a different individual. You have my apologies. Military personnel, preferably the kind who can provide me with updated orders, and decidedly not with, nor in the presence of, anyone who has ever been associated with Auntie's Choice personnel.
I ended my association with Antes of my own accord, if that makes you feel better. Ain't here to do you harm.
Or so you say. I gathered that you weren't here to fight just by looking at you. Otherwise, we wouldn't be engaged in polite conversation. And as a loyal subject, it is my honor to continue to perform my assignment as per my orders, even if the duration of my assignment here has been considerable. I am procuring my rations from the populace of local aquatic fauna using a simple baited trap and the mechanical leverage afforded by a rod. Fishing. Bah. Those who would, when there's a war to fight, are not worthy of being called soldiers of the Protectorate. I wish to once again take the fight to Antes alongside my fellows. However, my wishes are irrelevant against the needs of the Protectorate and my assigned duties. Additionally, it would do my heart some good to know that my warden and assigned squad companions are well. The Protectorate does not forget its own. Ever. If I have not received new orders, then I am precisely where I'm intended to be. I'll not hear more of such nonsense. Good day.
Commander. Just say when.
Ask for help.
Keep howling. We're coming for you. hero, right? Let's put our heads together.
Appreciate a little help, Commander.
See these half-eaten remains? They're a sign. Matriarchs lose their appetite when they're on the verge of going into a state of torpor. She'll have retreated into hiding to conserve her energy. But I got one way to get her attention. Traveled on a ship all the way from Tau Ceti with an entire herd. Saw how the trainers handled them, or didn't. I learned best through observation. You know how Doc mentioned pheromones? Well, just so happened that I procured some Raptidon glandular extract in my travels. Should do the trick. A matriarch with 3 full stomachs ain't coming out of hibernation unless she senses a threat to her authority. She hates rivals. Old girl's apparently a very deep sleeper. Any other questions, or are you ready to meet this matriarch? I was inquiring more about your current manner of fortitude, but I'll take it. All right, let's do this.
Knew you had my back.
Armed and ready.
Hit the bomb side of a freighter. I'm the one you need to worry about.
Phew! We should harvest a limb from the matriarch while the body's still warm. This drainage pipe must be coming right from the Vox relay. They're lucky the Raps ain't chewed their way through yet.
Launch spacers and try anti.
Ever wonder if our assignment here will never end? Like our employment contract.
Whoever fixes this rift problem is definitely getting a whole site.
Back again? I hope the hunting has gone well. Certainly, if you've procured the right materials. I've been fine-tuning the procedure in the meantime. I do believe it'll be as smooth as Crabble butter.
I'm gonna assume Crabble butter's especially smooth, because I'm ready to feel like myself again. The material we harvested from the skeleton Crabble could allow me to fire off scalding shell shards. They'd pierce through armor easily, I imagine. And the part from the Raptidon matriarch should let me camouflage myself at will, like other Raps can. I'd be able to close the distance and heal you up without the enemy noticing. I believe either option would suit me fine. Care to share your thoughts? Then I will. And you know what? This makes me the first of Auntie's soldiers to graft with the skeleton's claw. I rather like the thought of being a pioneer. If you don't mind, I'll go ahead and take this spare part off your hands for my own research.
Oh, the skeleton Crabble will be a splendid match for you, Inez. Go on now. Get sorted while I get this machine up and running. Mind the Raptidon drool on the table. No need to be nervous. I promise.
Thank you for the bedside manner, Commander. As you can tell, I've got a nervous temperament and jump at the sight of my own shadow.
Enough distractions, please. I need the utmost focus for my work. This is beautiful work. My best yet. How does the limb feel, Inez? Any numbness? Pain?
Yeah, both. Body's not accustomed to the presence of another limb. Feels like I got an extra passenger in my nervous system. But it certainly beats feeling like I'm bleeding on the inside. Or fighting the urge to feast on raw human flesh. Like last time.
Well, I'll certainly be having words with that surgeon, leaving you in a state like that. Now, you come back straight away if anything bothers you.
Will do, Doc. I thank you. And you, Commander, without your help, I don't know what I might have done. Whatever you need going forward, I'm there. You got my word.
Everyone knows the paradigm epitomizes the pinnacle of social order. Why? Because the matriarch herself designed it, and
Look who's back.
executes on it throughout history. Human societies were constantly out of balance.
Outsider.
The sovereign to guide them.
Ah, the itinerant stranger returns. That is most excellent. Please, hand them over.
Time for recreation. We sleep well at night. Work isn't stressful.
Thank you. I know community service can be a foreign concept for those outside the Protectorate, so I hope this is ample reward for your time. I'll prepare a writ of conscription to allow you entry to the Vox Relay. While most would refuse my authorization, the sentry assigned to the gate once lived in Westport. Sentry second-class layman. Show the writ as proof I have conscripted you into my employ. Use it to press service on my behalf, and she will let you in. Once you're inside, there's something else I need you to do. Something that would save many lives.
The matriarch chose Eden because she recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent a
The Vox Relay is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's lost his way. Now all manner of chaos is raging there. I've heard tell he's even resorted to extra-legal executions. Madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and executioner. That's an arbiter's job. And even then, they're enforcing existing Protectorate law.
species can unbalance even the most robust ecosystem, like those meddlesome raptidons, or the base individualists within Auntie's choice. Though don't fret.
Why, isn't it obvious? As Vigilant, I was his commander, and without my guidance, he was lost. All manner of chaos seems to be the order of the day at the station. Executions done in the service of order are an unfortunate necessity. Done at the whim of an individual, well, that's just one more depravity Antes has wrought upon us.
Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
Under Protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants are declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure.
A true subject of the Protectorate lives and dies by their ideals. There is another who I am sure feels the same way. Marshal Corbin. As with all my subjects, I have been there when he needed me. I trust we can call on him now to do his part. Seek him out at the Vox Relay, conscript him with the writ, and this is important. You must convince him to kill Montelli. Corbin will want to talk him down, to take him into custody, to message superiors outside the facility beforehand. We cannot allow any of that to happen. If Corbin becomes the highest-ranking officer alive, no one will be able to contradict his accounting of events. The Protectorate execute connivers and schemers. Corbin must appear forced to take down Montelli in the moment. It cannot feel like a plotted coup. Good, good. Here is the writ. I may not survive to see what occurs, but I trust you to follow your conscience. Farewell now. Promise you'll return here if you can, to check in on my people and see how they fare. Oh, I don't doubt your abilities, but the prospects remain exceedingly poor. The facility is exceptionally well guarded, and forces there are the pinnacle of Protectorate training. Even if you succeed, it's only a matter of time before the Arbiter arrives to administer my sentence. Any chances of me avoiding my fate are quite slim, I fear. Farewell now.
We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate. We're all in this together.
I feel strange. In a good way. Auntie's documentation doesn't describe the side effects of grafting with a Crabble, but so far, not hearing complaints from me. I'd say this officially puts me back in full fighting form. If you ever thought I might slow you down, you can give those fears a kiss goodnight. Good. I can't rightly take a look without contorting myself in front of a mirror, so it's a comfort to have someone with a keen eye taking notice. I got a good feeling about this partnership of ours. Just want to reiterate that I'll make good on my end of the deal. I plan on proving my worth to you and to Auntie, no matter what it takes. I expect we're going to have quite the adventure together. I appreciate you hearing me out. We should move on. Seems you've been scouted by Fairfield's finest to assist our efforts in the war. You know, since the ceasefire will inevitably fail. If you do, it'll be great for the folk here. And great for my resume, if I'm honest. Few bullet points like that, maybe it'll be enough to win me a spot on a higher rung. And you? If you help, what are you getting out of this? Uh-huh. I've heard that one before. Ain't had many dealings with the Earth Directorate myself. You're the first agent I ever met, in fact. But you get things done. I trust you. As for the rest of your organization, can't really say. They hate corporations, I've heard that much. But what about you? You buy into their policy too? Maybe not. But often what I hear comes up true. Look, I'm sorry. I ain't intending to get into any grievances here. Let's just say I'm a little dubious about the whole keeping corporations and corrupt governments in check thing. Ain't seen evidence of it yet. But maybe you're liable to prove me wrong. Anyhow, reckon we should keep moving.
Area's off limits. I politely request you cease defiling the corpses of our fallen brethren. Though you are better company than these corpses, they are numerous, and I remain beholden to my work. Vigilant Hogarth sent you? I wish I could help, but he's been named a traitor. These credentials might as well be stained in Protectorate blood. That being said, I am from Westport. If Hogarth trusts you, let's just say I'm willing to listen. The Brigadier sees enemies everywhere, sappers in every shadow. Approaching him under questionable license is to risk being shot. It's too dangerous for us both. While it pains me to act in what might be contrary to the Brigadier's personal conviction, I do believe the Sovereign would expect me to honor the Vigilance Station. Still, I can't simply have you saunter through the gates. It would cause a terrible stir. Though there must be a way. The gibbets. There is little view of who's within them, so I can use them to haul you into the station without notice. I won't lock them, so you can free yourself once inside. I remember her. She and I occasionally met to take pot shots at the local Krabba population. She worked on the command floor. There's a chance she lingers quietly continuing her work. Or she could be dead. Regardless, it has been quite some time since I saw her. Allow me to open them for you and your companions. Getting folks inside can be a little tricky, and try not to move much or they'll start swinging something fierce.